furry, feathered, slimy, walks, crawls, jumps, or swims, it's time for the Pet Project.
Who let the dogs out?
With your host, Tammy Trujillo, we'll tell you all about your pet's wants and desires. So stay, sit, and enjoy the Pet Project. And now your pet-loving host, Tammy Trujillo.
Hey, welcome to this edition of the Pet Project. We're so glad you're joining us on this Saturday afternoon. We got kind of a crazy show in store for you today. We're going to start talking about bunnies. There's a particular college here in Southern California that pretty much has as large a bunny population as it does student population. And I know firsthand because it's the college that I went to. And those bunnies are pretty special little critters, but there are some problems. So there's a way that you can get involved if you're here in Southern California and take home one of these very special, we're going to call them Viking bunnies. They can actually come to your home and be a part of your home. And you know what? They really need a space, so you want one. We're going to talk about Viking bunnies here on the show today. My husband's trying to figure out exactly what that is. And once he hears it, he's going to go, oh, yeah, I know all about that, just like you are. We also are going to be talking with Krista Brooks from Retro Pets. Now, this is cool. She has come up with a art line that is just fantastic. And here's one of these people who came up with an idea. It clicked to her. She went out, she found somebody to help her do it, and she got it going. She has a company called Retro Pets. And this is an amazing success story of somebody taking an idea and making that idea actually turn into a business, but also absolutely funky things that if you're into retro, and I know I am, you are going to want to get some of these. I mean, you combine retro with pets. What more do you have to say, right? It all works. It absolutely all works. We are going to talk about Labrador Retrievers. Are there any better dogs out there? Man, if you have ever met a Labrador Retriever, what a dog. These dogs are athletic and crazy nuts, but they also are one of the sweetest darn dogs in the world. You can take a giant Labrador, tie it in a knot, and it won't argue with you one little bit. If that lab loves you, you can do whatever you want. And California Labrador Retrievers and More Rescue basically looks at labs and lab mixes. Of course, they won't turn anybody down, but lab and lab mixes, they've been together for 30 years doing a lot of work. The volunteers together have 30 years of rescue experience, and these are big dogs. So Big Dog Rescue is something totally unto itself. So we're going to be talking with California Labrador Retrievers today and finding out about this fantastic breed of dog and exactly what your house has to have in order for you to be lucky enough to have a Labrador as one of your family members. And finally, we are going to talk to Margaret Delegati. And she is with Pampered Pets Catalog. Now, I don't think any one of us has a pet that wouldn't be labeled pampered. Mine are spoiled rotten. Okay. But what she's done is she's brought together all kinds of pet products that just kind of go right over the top in terms of the wow factor. Over 1,000 products. And these are not your normal products that we all find at our local pet store or big box pet store or whatever. These are the funky, crazy, wonderful things that just make you smile, and they're not just for your pet, they're for you too. So we got lots to do today here on the Pet Project. So we want you to make sure and stay tuned to the whole 2-hour show. Now, we are on Facebook. Please check us out, and links to everything we talk about today, as well as pictures and other information, is going to be going up on our Facebook page, Tammy's Pet Project, Tammy Trujillo's Pet Project. So jump on there. You can also always go to our website, thepetproject.com. So, doing a little research for the show, we have a dog at home. We've had him about 6 months. He's a giant dog, and his name is Rathbone, and he is learning about toys. He's never had the opportunity to learn much about toys until he came to our house. And so we're going to talk about throughout the show why in the world dogs dig toys that squeak, because Rathbone has learned about this, and there's no stopping him now. All right, the Pet Project rolling here on a Saturday afternoon from Southern California. We're going to kick things off with Bunny Madness coming up right after the break. You're listening to the Pet Project. It's the show your pet wants you to listen to. Stay tuned.